Welcome to the official YouTube channel for the Colin Cowherd podcast. Go on, hit the subscribe button. There you go, right down there. If you want to be among the first to hear my weekly takes, NFL, college football, more, right there.
A week ago, a women's college basketball game outrated an NBA game on
Celtics
at the same
Heat.
time. Yeah, a real NBA game, which is a testament to the women's college game right now is elite and with stars. The quality of play is super high because nobody's turning pro early, obviously, because you can make more money as a star college female player than you can. I shouldn't say more. You can make maybe equivalent money as in the WNBA. So you have cohesion, you have stars, you have all this stuff. But you know how much I love the NBA.
Right.
I am disappointed right now in the league and a little worried about the league.
Yeah, same.
So I'm disappointed in that Saturday should have been an amazing day in the NBA.
I had it written. I was like, oh, I want to watch that.
Yeah. Jokic, Embiid. And Embiid can't play. And then the nightcap, Steph, LeBron. These two guys who are combined 75 years old.
Put on a show.
Okay, we'll keep doing what we've been doing for the last 10 years, which is carry this goddamn league on our two backs. These two guys.
Yeah.
And love and respect to them. It's unbelievable. You know, I've told you, I think Steph does not get enough credit for being as great as he is at 35 because LeBron is doing what he's doing at 39. So people think 35 is not that old when 35 is Jordan's last year with the Bulls is 35. But I think the NBA, though, from a strategic perspective, has made a mistake, which is that Warriors-Lakers game, did almost 4 million people.
Yeah,
that's a real number for the NBA.
On a Saturday night. That's the night you take out your wife.
Yes,
you go out and hang out and party.
I think the NBA can't help themselves but to put those two guys and Kevin Durant front and center.
Yeah.
And I think it's a mistake. I think that I'll mix metaphors a bit. Let's say you told FS1, I'm gone in 2 years. You told them, I'm gone. And they looked at the numbers and they said, okay, Colin show's the strongest show. He's our biggest brand. He's all of it. And they put all of the marketing behind you because they're like, well, it gets the best numbers. It's this. Then the moment you leave,
right,
there's not they haven't built anything up. The NBA, in my opinion, should say, okay, Lakers Warriors will do the best number. But we can get 80% of the audience if we feature Anthony Edwards. And we need to start getting the public ready for when LeBron and Steph aren't there. And instead, the NBA just keeps riding these guys. And they got away with it because they did it with Jordan.
Yeah.
And they only got away with it because Shaq and Kobe, you know what I mean, came together and were there. There's no Shaq and Kobe right now. You're going to have to create Anthony Edwards, Tatum, you're going to have to make them stars. And to still put all your eggs in the LeBron, Steph, Durant basket from a ratings perspective, well, don't be disappointed then when LeBron and Steph's teams, one misses the playoffs and one is out in round one. And all of America's like, you want me to give a shit about Jokic against the Timberwolves? I don't. Like, they haven't primed the audience for that. And I think it's a mistake. I think it is a short-term thinking mistake by Adam Silver.
So I'll defend him. So the bottom line as a business owner is ultimately you need the revenue. And I need the revenue to hire new young people. And so the leagues are going to squeeze every last ounce out of Mahomes in 15 years. And there'll be other quarterbacks that come up. But if the other quarterbacks are great, they'll be able to start fresh, hot out of college and get popular. But the legacy is so imprinted with Brady and Tampa. You just had to put him on every week. Nobody, Jalen Hurts, not interested. Young Kyler Murray, not interested. We're going to at Fox. We're putting Brady on. We're squeezing every ounce of juice.
I think the NFL can do it because people will show up for the football. The NBA, they show up for the stars. And you've got to create them if they're not natural. That's what I'm saying. Like the NFL, I think, can do it. The NBA needs to teach the audience to care about Anthony Edwards. Like you've brought up, and you're right. They're in a weird spot already because all the best players are international guys.
But let me argue this. Doesn't the NBA get in trouble when it tries to teach people things? Black Lives Matter. We're going to teach you about things. Well, it turned off a lot of fans who go to sports to escape. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother you. But I've never thought I'm the audience. I think leagues get in trouble when they try to tell you, hey, we're going to teach you a few things about politics, about business. I think you just have to put the popular people on and it's not boxing where if you put an old fighter on, you worry about his mental health and what are you doing to his brain. It's like Steph and LeBron are still, by the way, they're both still insanely good.
Yeah, listen, you and I, this is one we might just not even be able to, we're not going to agree on because I would take on this. I agree with you. If you're trying, I don't want to learn my civics or political lessons from my sports leagues. It was stupid to begin with. Even if I think for a lot of these guys, the message was right or their heart was in the right place.
That's right.
I think they can take a page out of the book of wrestling. Wrestling creates stars. You know, like they just say, this guy is going to be a star and our audience is going to know it because he's going to headline WrestleMania, because we're going to put him last on Raw, because we are going to make it. And for a guy we decide is going to be a star, for him not to end up being a star, he's going to really have to screw this up because we are pushing it. I think that I don't think you can turn a nothing player, average or just fringe also. Let me put it like this. I don't think they could trick America and being like, listen, and Knick fans are going to get mad at me. Jalen Brunson's the new face of the league. You can't make the 17th best player to be like, he's taking the torch from LeBron. I understand that. But you can pinpoint a few guys and be like, we are going to market Luka, Giannis, Anthony Edwards, and Jason Tatum. And we are occasionally going to take 1.8 million people watching a Celtics Mavs game over 2.2 million people watching a Warriors Suns game. Because those people that are going to be playing for the next 10 years, and Steph and Durant aren't. So I just think that would be the longer term better decision because I don't think they have a post LeBron plan. I don't think they do.
Yeah, well, they struggled with David Stern to have a post Jordan plan.
And Shaq and Kobe saved it. It was, you know what I mean? Like Shaq and Kobe saved it. Go ahead.
So you keep lists on the NBA. I have always been not lukewarm. I don't want to be marginalized. I've always been, I like Jason Tatum, but he sort of lacks Kobe,
we talked about this last time. Yes.
Yeah. It just kind of lacks something. But I can acknowledge I like him a lot. I'd love to have him on a team. He's a one. I'm not denying that.
Yes.
I'm not sure he's a championship one. So I want to ask you, our domestic players, and I think a lot of this has been coming over 30 years due to AAU. I don't think it makes better players. I think it sells better players. It heightens their hype and awareness of players. Jalen Green's a great talent. Nobody knows who he is. It's the AAU. Guys don't go to, had he gone to Duke for 2 years, you know who he is because we watched March Madness. Sure. So I like the college route for marketing, not the academic side, the marketing for the kids.